Some of the worst crimes imaginable are committed against children, especially sexual abuse. And unfortunately, right here on this stage, I've had to meet many of the monsters who have been convicted of these crimes. Most of them swear that they didn't do the heinous acts they were accused of. And Danielle, who was indicted for sexually abusing a 5-year-old, was not only able to convince Roberta that he was innocent, but also to marry him. Watch this. Welcome to the show. My guest is Roberta. You called the show. Why?
Because my husband was wrongly accused of being a sexual offender, and my kids are being taken away from me. It's ruining my life. He didn't do it. He was never charged, was never convicted. It was just because a girl got jealous, and he didn't want her, and she wanted him.
And that was how long ago?
12 years ago.
12 years ago.
Yes.
And you're losing your kids now?
Yes.
And why is that? If this happened 12 years ago, why would you lose your kids now?
Because of in CPS's computer, they're saying that he was charged of it. They can't find no paperwork. They can't find nothing. And so they're saying that since they can't prove it one way or the other, that it is a risk to my children.
Did you know about these allegations before you married your husband?
Yes, and I checked into them to make sure they weren't true.
How did you check into them?
I went on to the registered sex offender sites and made sure that he was not registered. It's put a lot of strain on our marriage, but we're trying. They made us split up, and so we tried to stay, because so I can get my kids back, we tried to stay away from each other, but we can't live without each other, and we figure we fight together instead of being apart.
They said, okay, until we clear this up, we're going to, you need to stay away from him. You tried to stay away for 2 years. Finally, you said, what, I don't want to live my life?
It's not working anymore. They didn't give me my kids back, so why stay away from him if it's not going to work to get me my kids back?
If he can't pass his lie detector test, you're done. And then you're going to go to DCFS and say, hey, I want my kids back, and
yes,
we're done, and you're going to get divorced? Or
they came into my house accused of a dirty home, and then she said it was all unfounded. I got paperwork showing that.
I'm asking you, did you have a dirty home?
No,
okay,
I did not.
Sir, this is the police coming to your home. There was a strong odor of feces and urine throughout the home. Wood floors were damaged by feces and urine. The main floor of the bathroom window was broken out, and the crawl space in the basement was filled with feces and urine. You had 2 children, they were taken away, and now you went on to have 2 more, knowing that they were going to take your kids away, right?
No, I thought I was getting my kids back. I didn't do anything wrong. My husband didn't do anything wrong.
You know all these allegations. It's not been cleared up. Why would you have 2 more children knowing that this big investigation is still being open, and you don't have 2 of your other kids? Now you have 4 children that are not with you, right? Because they took the 2 children that you had since this all happened.
Yes.
Your first 2 children have been away from you for how long?
For 3 years.
For 3 years. Now these other 2 children that you had since this happened, how long have they been away?
One of them for about a year, and the other one for almost 3 years too. No, 2 years, sorry.
Okay. Danielle was indicted by DCFS in March of 1997 for sexual penetration of a 5-year-old. In 1998, Danielle performed a tattoo on a 14-year-old by placing his and her name in her pubic region. Did you know about that? You're with the guy that put his and her name on a 14-year-old's pubic region. Okay. That happened, right?
He was never, it was all cleared.
First of all, what 20-year-old is with a 14-year-old?
Someone makes a bad mistake.
But you're saying if he fails this lie detector test, then you're done with him?
Yes.
For one, I'm not guilty. I didn't do nothing that I've been accused of. And half the information you got is wrong.
The court papers are wrong?
Yeah, they're definitely wrong. What you have is 14-year-old I done a tattoo on. No, she was 17 for one. And no, there wasn't a sexual relation there.
Court papers say she was 14 years old.
Yes, yeah, they admitted that that was a typo that they would straighten and never have since then.
It was a typo.
I was dating Deanna, and Deanna wanted me. We didn't actually date. We just got together for about a week or so. And she wanted to tell me that she was pregnant and that I wouldn't leave her and leave the girl that I was with at the time. And she wanted me, and I said, no, I'm not. She said, well, I'm pregnant. I don't want to be left alone with another kid and not have a father. I said, well, if it's mine, I'll be there for you. But other than that, I'm not going to be with you. She said, well, if I can't have you, then no one's going to have you. They've done everything you can think of for an investigation, even done doctors. Let me see, they did a polygraph test, had me in front of doctors, had the kid in front of doctors. The kid don't even remember it at the time.
These allegations resurface many years later, right?
12 years later.
And your kids get taken away?
Kids got taken away. We had a daughter. She was 2 months old. DCFS came to the house. They found allegations unfounded. Come back a couple months later and turn around and say, well, we got a problem. We found something. We're going to have to ask you to leave the home again. I said, what's the problem? I already informed you of all this. I told you it was there. Well, we couldn't find it at first. Well, what'd you find? Well, we found the indication finally, but we can't find the case, so we don't know what happened. I said, well, it looks like you need to be finding the case then. Well, until the meantime, you're going to have to leave the home. And ever since then, I've had to be out of the home.
But you guys haven't really stayed apart.
No, we've bounced back and forth. We tried to, to fight together once before and just made things work. For what? You're a lying. No, you're a lying ass bitch, and you know better. You know better.
I know better.
You had everybody there lie. You had everyone there lie.
You are sick.
Don't walk
She was
up on her.
5 years old.
That's fine. It's
No,
fine.
you know it's
What are you doing?
Then why did you investigate?
No, I'm tired of you lying. 12 years later.
Take him off stage. Take him off stage.
12 years later. 12 years later.
Dude, hey, you want to get up, huh? If you want to talk to this woman and get your anger off your chest, that's one thing. But you're not going to go after her. And if you do it again, I swear to God, you'll be leaving the studio in handcuffs. Do you understand me? Mm-hmm. I'm assuming that you're Deanna.
Yes.
All right. Why don't you tell me your side of the story?
My daughter was 4 years old, and I had went out one night and left her with the friends and family, and I had got a call home that he had broken the door. There was my friends and family there. There was witnesses, and the witness had said that he had made my daughter put his... I called the cops. They called DCFS. There was a whole investigation. He was indicated by DCFS.
Usually when you hear a story like this, it's he was watching the kids and you went out and he was the only one there and this happened. Not like, I'm just being honest here. I've never heard a story where the guy kicks open the door and where's that 5-year-old and I'm gonna, sexually assault it. And there's other people in the house. I've never heard a story like that.
It is crazy, Steve. I agree with you.
I've never even heard this part about kicking in the door. I've never even heard that part. But I can think of a wolf that told that story, and now I know how the lie came about.
Your daughter, who allegedly this happened to, right?
Yeah.
She's here.
Yeah.
Let's bring out Annalisa.
You're a liar. You know why you did this to me? And you know how my life feels now? I was 4 years old.
Supposedly you're 5.
No, I was 4. My life now because of you.
So do you say that you vividly and you can remember him doing this to you?
Yeah.
And you still have it in your mind?
Yeah.
You took a lie detector test before the show and you were asked, did you sexually molest a 5-year-old girl about 12 years ago? You answered no. As an adult, did you ever coerce a child to touch you in a sexual manner? And you answered no. And the results of your polygraph test is that you did not tell the truth.
What?
You sick son of a bitch!
No, that's impossible.
It's not impossible. The administrator also noted Danielle was also purposely...
No, I still know I didn't touch her.
Danielle was also purposely non-cooperative during the testing process. He constantly moved, took deep breaths, coughed, talked, and laughed during the administration of the test. His purposeful non-cooperation was an attempt to conduct countermeasures. Your whole conduct, all these years, the way you act, I think you're a liar. I think it's proven today that you're a liar. I think you're a dirtbag, and I don't want you on my stage anymore. Get the hell out of here. I know this must be a very traumatic thing for you, must be very difficult, but we would also like to offer you counseling, maybe help you heal from what happened to you, and wish you all the luck in the world and hope you can get over something like this, okay?
Thank you.
You did. You picked him over your children. And that's tough. Do you miss your kids?
Yes, every day.
And if you want to go back and be with Daniel and fight with him and keep going down that road of not having your children, you can go out that door and be with Daniel. if you really want your kids back, and maybe we can help and get you counseling, and if you stay away from him like you're supposed to do to get your children back, maybe we can help in some way. And then you go out that door, and you don't even have to say anything. You pick a door on how you want your life to go. Within days of meeting, Jasmine and Donnie fell in love. They moved in together immediately, and the relationship is going great. That was until Jasmine saw a letter in the mail addressed to Donnie from the sex offender registry. Although Donnie swore up and down that he was innocent, Jasmine needed more convincing. Take a look.
I've been with Donnie for 5 months. So far, our relationship is awesome, incredible, and he just kept telling me that he had to tell me something. Before he got a chance to tell me what he needed to tell me, I got a letter in the mail stating that he's registered as a sex offender. My heart dropped, and it kind of made me curious, like, okay, we live in the same house. I don't believe that he's a sex offender. I called him immediately, asking him, what's going on? Is this what you've been trying to tell me? And he said he'll be home soon. I waited and waited, and the whole time I'm waiting, I'm nervous, thinking like, what is this about? What is this about? Pacing the floor. And that's when he finally came home. He said that he was 18 years old, and an older woman that he knew forced herself on him. And then she turned around and said that he raped her. At the time, I couldn't believe what he was saying. And then another part of me was thinking like, okay, maybe he is telling the truth. We just need to get to the bottom of this. So I told Donnie that he needs to clear his name and that we need to call the Steve Wilkos show. It's hard for him to get a job, and it's hard, his life is hard with this on his record. So I think he should just clear his record and clear his name and be happy. I really believe that Steve can help him if he was wrongly convicted of a crime that he didn't do. I have no doubt in my mind that he's not lying. But if I do find out that he's lying, I don't know how to feel. It would be a devastating feeling. It would turn my world upside down.
Donnie, when you were 18 years old, you were accused of sexually assaulting a woman. What happened?
What happened, Steve, is that I was 18 years of age. I was on my way to graduating, and I was in the neighborhood. A female of the neighborhood asked me what was I doing. I said, I'm about to go home, get ready for graduation rehearsal. We stood standing in front of my house. She's like, can I come in? I'm like, all right, come on. We go in the house. Now, we in the basement, we chilling, we talking. As we talking, out of nowhere, she just come like, can I give you oral sex? I'm like, no, I just told you, I got plans. Like, I need to go to sleep. Like, can I get you out the house? Like, you need to leave. Like, and it just, she popped it right back on me. Can I give you oral sex? So I just wound up giving in, like, you feel me? She older than me, I'm only 18, she a few years older than me. I'm like, all right, come on. So I give in. When I give in, and she do it, she leave, I go upstairs. 2 hours later, a family member come to me like, they saying that you raped the girl in the neighborhood.
How many hours later?
2.
2 hours later.
So I say, what? Before I know it, the police is pulling up. Now, when the police is pulling up, they instantly grab me, read me my Miranda rights, tell me what you're on arrest for, rape and kidnapping. So I'm rape and kidnapping. Wow, I never even.
They charged you with rape and kidnapping.
I'm like, I never did that, sir. Like, they're like, well, this is what they're saying. I'm like, so just because she's saying this, that mean I did this? He's like, well, I mean, what else can we do? So they get me to the county jail, they book me in or whatever. So now they give me a public pretender. So I'm talking to him. He like, well, Mr. None that we really can do for you because it's your word against her word. And I'm like, well, my word is, I got some oral sex that was with me the whole time I'm in jail. I'm just like, Mom, gone, like I done missed high school graduation. I can't get that back. I'm doing time that I'm never gonna get back. Once it went from, we were jumping from rape and kidnapping to sexual battery and abduction, I'm like, all right, I'll go with that. Because you telling me if I go to trial, I'm doing at least 10, 15 years. But you telling me if I take this, I can go home on probation, you feel me, register for the rest of my life as a sex offender.
And how long were you in the county for?
I was in the county for 5 months.
Oh,
fighting the case for 5 months. So
I believe you. I want to believe everything you're saying. I'm just here to get the results today.
Well, I know you believe in me. And you probably think I didn't do it, but I'm here to prove to you that I really didn't do it today, Jasmine.
How's the relationship going since you've been in it?
Since our relationship started, we instantly clicked. We like a perfect match for each other.
Where'd you guys meet at?
At a friend's house.
Okay. And you met him right away, and you liked him right away, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. And before the letter came, you guys were living together, or?
Yes, we was living together for, I want to say, a couple weeks.
Right. So he told you, all right, Donnie, you came here, took a lie detector test, and we asked you, in 2009, did you have sexual intercourse with the female in question? You answered no. In 2009, did you force the female in question to perform oral sex on you? You answered no. In 2009, did you force the woman in question into your home? You answered no. The results came back all the same, and they came back inconclusive due to illegal drug use. Donnie told Dan that on Sunday night between 11 o'clock and midnight, he smoked marijuana and also used cocaine. And you did exactly what they told you not to do. Because they told you not to use drugs, right?
Yes.
Right. And you knowing that you want to clear your name of this horrible crime to prove to the woman that you loved, you smoked marijuana and you snorted cocaine. Why did you do that?
Stressed out for real.
You what?
Stressed out.
You're stressed out. I'm just curious, what do you feel about that, knowing that he had to stay off drugs to prove that he didn't do this, that he went, and you know you were wasting our time, right? But why'd you even come here?
Because I wanted to set the record straight.
But you can't set the record straight. And listen, I want to believe you, right? I mean, we want to believe in him.
I apologize for wasting everybody's time.
What do you want to say to him? I mean, because you came here because you were expecting the truth. You were expecting, hey, he's going to prove to me that he didn't do this. And now he did that.
I came here today just for the result. I didn't come here for nothing else. I just wanted the truth. Like, I don't know.
Now he wasted your time, too. Can you stay off drugs? I mean, that's the biggest question.
Yes, I can stay off drugs.
What if you go home and you're stressed again?
I'm not gonna let that stress me out. It's a lot, though. I swear, Steve, it's a lot. I'm going
Mary, you want to give him another chance? Sure. It's your call. You see, your producer's saying she'll give you one more chance.
I appreciate that, Mary.
Did you hear what she just said?
What she said?
That's my wife. Mm-hmm. And she said, don't do it. Anything. You heard. No alcohol, not a beer, not a joint, nothing. We'll have you back because this is pretty important to you, right?
Yes.
And this is pretty important to you, right? How much does she mean to you?
A lot.
Okay. But if you take a puff of marijuana, if you take a sip of alcohol, don't get on my plane. Don't get on that plane. Don't come here. Okay?
Yes.
Don't waste our time. Can you do that?
Yes.
I'll see you in a week. It's been 1 week since Donnie's lie detector test came back inconclusive due to drug use. Jasmine says she's grateful that we're giving him a second chance, but she's more nervous than ever about the results. Take a look.
Last week, I was really angry about the results. They were inconclusive, and I was hoping for a yes or a no. After finding out that Donnie used drugs to make the test inconclusive, it had my heart broken, and I really feel embarrassed. I really believed that he was going to pass. This past week, I've been watching over him, keeping him in the house, keeping him around me everywhere we go, making sure he doesn't do anything to make this test wrong and embarrassing. The only time I wasn't around him this week was over the weekend. He wanted to go watch a fight. So I told him if he wanted to go out, he has to play by my rules. My rules for him were you can't do alcohol, you can't do drugs, you can't do anything. You can just watch the fight and come home. And I told him he better answer every call, every text that I send him. Even though he answered his phone, that doesn't mean he didn't use drugs or alcohol. If he fails this test this time, I'm gonna be really hurt. The more I get to know him, the more secrets come out. I wanna know what else he's keeping from me. Today, I'm hoping that he passed this test so that he can clear his name and everything will be settled. He is a good person, but the secrets I can't take no more.
Donnie, you're back for a second chance. Last week around the show, you took a lie detector test, was inconclusive due to drug use. And I forgot, why did you say you did drugs even though after we told you not to?
Just under a lot of peer pressure, hanging with the wrong guys for real.
And how did this last week go, not doing drugs?
I mean, it was easy. I mean, I don't do drugs like that. I smoke marijuana, I'm not gonna lie. But I don't do coke like that. Like, it was just under peer pressure.
So I was told that we gave you the lie detector test this week, and we did get a conclusive result. Do you feel good about your lie detector results? You think it's going to come back positive in your favor?
Yes.
All right. Well, let's bring your girlfriend back out, Jasmine.
I hope you telling the truth this time, because I don't want to be in Paris for two times in a row. That's not what I want to do. That's not what I'm
here. I've been around
here.
you the whole time, so you should know that I can assure you that I ain't do no drugs this time.
Okay.
Were you nervous this past week that he might do drugs again?
I was only nervous for the first day. I let him go outside, and that was to watch the fight. But other than that,
But he came home and he assured you that he didn't?
he was clear. He seemed clear. He didn't smell like alcohol or any other thing. I just want to know. I just want to know the truth. Did you do it or did you not?
Do you believe him?
Before I believed him, but the first time.
Because of the drug use, you're thinking maybe he's trying to hide something?
Yeah.
Okay. You came back and we had to give you a drug test because last week you failed. And this week you tested positive for marijuana, which can stay in your system for up to 30 days. So even though you tested positive, it's probably still in your system. But even with the drug test being what it is, I've been told that we did get a conclusive result on your lie detector test. All right, Donnie came here, and we asked him, in 2009, did you have sexual intercourse with that female in question? He answered no. In 2009, did you force that female in question to perform oral sex on you? He answered no. In 2009, did you force that woman into your home? He answered no. Results came back all the same, and they came back that Donnie told the truth.
I knew my heart was like, I knew you didn't do it. I knew you didn't do it. Oh, man.
You know now. How does it feel knowing that you're proving yourself that you didn't do this?
It feel good.
Yeah. So you can continue on with the relationship now?
Yes.
And I would just say no more peer pressure with the drugs, right?
Yeah.
Because, you know, that could lead to a lot of bad things, right? So I hope that maybe you get home, you can get some legal counsel, maybe fight this, get this taken off your record so you can go on and not be labeled a sex offender And I wish you all the best of luck in your relationship. Thanks for coming back. Thanks for coming back.
I'm really happy. I can't even explain you nothing else. I'm happy.
Jasmine, I love you. No, I'll never love you again. I want to say I appreciate Steve for giving me a second chance to come prove myself. And I love everybody at the show. I appreciate y'all for the love y'all showed me and the support.
Same for me. Same for me.
I mean, come on here if you ain't do it, man. Come on here to Steve Wilkos show here. They gonna help you out, get you where you need to be, man. Get the results that you need.
Donnie's wife, Danielle, came home from work visibly shaken. Why? Danielle broke the news to Donnie that her stepfather, Philip, committed a lewd act in front of her and had tried to touch her inappropriately. But the story doesn't end there. Danielle found out that her stepfather was a registered sex offender and that her mother was protecting him. Watch this. 2 weeks ago, Donnie's wife, Danielle, came home from work visibly shaken. At first, she was reluctant to tell Donnie what was wrong, but she finally told him what happened. And Donnie was not prepared to hear Danielle tell him what her own stepfather did to her earlier that day. Take a look.
4 months ago, my wife and I, we moved in with her mother and her stepfather.
My daughter and her husband and my grandbabies needed a place to stay, so I let them come to my house.
Danielle and I have 2 small children.
I love my grandbabies being around.
My kids, they got to be around their grandma and their grandpa, and they loved it. This guy, Philip, he was very nice, very caring. He cared about our kids a lot, and he cared about us. Philip is the one that gives us rides and back and forth to work.
He'd been giving her rides 7 days a week.
2 weeks ago, my wife came home from work, and I was cooking dinner. So when she walked in the door, I asked her, hey, how she was doing and how her day was. The way I knew there was something wrong is because she had her hands over her face and she was starting to cry. So I asked her what was wrong. She told me that her stepfather, he was masturbating in the car with her right there in the passenger seat. She told him to stop, but he wouldn't. So she got a blanket and put it over her head all the way on the ride home, which is an hour. When she told me this, I could not believe it. She also told me that for the last 2 months, he's been trying to touch her in her private areas. I was very furious and upset with him. I told her that she needed to let her mother know.
And then my daughter came to me and said my husband was inappropriate with her. I asked him, he said she's lying, she says he's lying. What am I supposed to believe? I want to believe my daughter, but I want to believe my husband too. I'm torn.
We were very shocked that Tina completely took her husband's side and did not believe her daughter not one bit.
Danielle has a history of lying. She has a history of accusing men of sexual assault.
So on top of this, we are all now finding out that he is a sex offender.
My husband is a registered sex offender. He got accused of exposing himself to minor children. This was many years ago, and I don't believe he did it.
Well, my kids living with Philip, knowing that he's a sex offender, it made us very upset.
I believe he's innocent of that too.
I will not allow my kids to go anywhere near him.
My daughter moved out. I don't get to see my grandkids anymore, and I don't know what to do. I need answers.
Did you know he was a sex offender before you married him? Yeah. But he explained that he didn't really do it, right?
And I gave him the benefit.
You gave him the benefit of the doubt. But why wouldn't you tell your daughter, who's moving in with your grandchildren, that they're moving into a house with this registered sex offender? I mean, I understand you're giving the benefit of the doubt, but doesn't she have a right to know whether to make her own mind, whether she wants to give him the benefit of the doubt, because these are her children?
I'm just overwhelmed, shocked, and scared to death.
Yeah, because, God, are you still on probation?
No, sir.
Oh, so you're off?
Yes.
Right, so you're not even on parole or anything?
Just got arrested every year.
You got arrested every year. And I gotta imagine if you get convicted again, that'd be really bad.
Yes, it would be.
Yeah. Why do you think she's making these accusations against you?
I really can't answer that.
She's just doing it to do it? She just doesn't like you? She wants to harm you? What
I
reason?
just said that I was done with taking them back and forth to work.
So she's mad that you won't drive her anymore. So she goes, by the way, he touched my breast and he pulled out his penis and started masturbating.
And then I kept getting the stories and more stories and more stories.
And she's totally lying about all this.
And then I've gotten stories from...
So she's totally lying about this? There's no, I thought you knew. I think I told you.
I
No, when you're married to a registered sex offender, you tell your kids, I'm married to a registered sex offender. When you move in this house, a registered sex offender is going to be there. Not, I thought you knew. That's you know it. And the fact that you know, like, listen, I don't even know this story, right? But I'm a little versed in law because I was a policeman. And when he got out, they said, you can't be around children. He's a registered sex offender. You allow him to break the law with your own grandkids. And I don't know. I'm not saying that I know this for sure, but I think the fact that you knew and you're allowing him to do it, that you might be breaking some law yourself. Your daughter, Danielle, came here to take a lie detector test because she came to me and said, hey, this guy's groping me, exposing himself, and we asked her, did Philip touch your breasts? She answered, yes. Did Philip expose himself to you in his truck? She answered, yes. The results came back the same to each question, and they came back that Danielle told the truth. So Philip came here, he took a lie detector test, and we asked him, did you intentionally expose your private area to any underage person? He answered no. Regarding that crime you were convicted of, did you do it? He said no. Did you attempt to sexually touch Danielle? He answered no. Did you expose yourself to Danielle when you drove her in your truck? He answered no. The results came back the same to each question, and they came back that Philip did not tell the truth. She comes here and she totally passes her lie detector test. The fact that you totally fail yours, I don't know you. This is not for TV. This is your results. This is you failing a lie detector test because you're not telling the truth. Why would you blow your whole life up again? I would express so much remorse to that young lady back there and say, you know what? I'm so sorry for what I did. I'm wrong, and I don't want to ever do it again.
Honestly?
Yeah.
If that's what it takes, is that what it takes?
Yeah, when you're wrong, you have to admit that you're wrong. Did you do it?
Not intentionally, no.
Not intentionally, but you did do it. Right? All right, because these are serious crimes, and they're taken more seriously now more than ever. And if you don't get help, you are going to rot your life away in prison. And with that, get the hell off my stage. You know, a lot of mistakes were made here. None bigger than what Philip has done. But I gotta say, Mom, you contributed a lot to this problem here.
I know it.
You know, and when people are in love, they do make big mistakes. They make mistakes because the love blinds them. But this is your daughter we're talking about. And you can't pick anybody over your children. Whatever you decide when you get back home, what you're going to do with Philip, you do what you need to do, what's ever best for you. But whatever you do decide, because we gave you, you know, we got him to admit the truth here, which, believe me, it's not easy to do. I hope that you'll let us know what you do decide to do so we can let everybody know watching who found this story, because this is a powerful story. And this probably happens a lot out there. And we want to know, whatever happens, whether you decide to let Philip go on his way or if you're going to press charges or whatever, we would definitely like to know when you get home what you decide to do if you contact the show so we can put this at the end of the show, okay? Thank you very much. Good luck to you. Good luck. Jackie's brother came to the show outraged after they found out that she was dating Paul, who was a level 3 sex offender. Paul swore he was innocent of the crime and appeared on my show to prove to Jackie and her family that he wasn't molesting her children. Take a look.
I'm here today to find out if my sister's boyfriend really molested my 2 nephews or not. Growing up, me and my sister were always really close, my whole family. We had a good relationship. We always did good in school. My sister went on to go to school to be a cosmetologist, graduated school. I had to leave and go away for a little bit. And while I was gone, she met Paul, and my parents informed me that she was dating a tier 3 sex offender. And then a few months later, I get a phone call from my mom, and she informs me that my oldest nephew has told her that Paul has been to the ceiling and tickling his and my youngest nephew, who informed her that he's been whispering in his ear, asking if he can pee.
Well, that's kind of unusual that she gave up custody of her 2 children because she wanted to be with you.
I didn't ask her, she just...
Well, I know, but don't you find that unusual? I mean, call me crazy, but I wouldn't want to be with a woman that would give up custody of her kids. I mean, I certainly wouldn't want any woman picking me over her children.
She says she's going to get him back whenever we get everything straightened out.
Fair question to ask you. Why wouldn't you leave until you do get it straightened out?
Because I didn't do nothing wrong in the first place.
You start dating, and at some point, he says, oh, by the way, I'm a registered sex offender.
Yes.
Did he tell you that?
Yes, he did.
And your response to that was?
I just didn't know what to do or what to think. Well, I went and talked to my mom, and she wanted me just to leave him, but I couldn't just leave him. I love him to death.
You love him to death.
I also love my kids to death.
So at some point, the allegations came up that Paul had inappropriately touched your children.
Yes.
How did you find out about that?
My mother called me up about 7 months ago and told me that my 2 children were telling her that Paul was touching them inappropriately.
Okay. And what did you do?
I just broke down and cried. I didn't know what to do or what to think.
And when you were finished crying, what did you do?
Well, I talked to him about it and confronted him, and
what did he say?
Swears to God he didn't do it. So we called the police, did the investigation. There was nothing found. There was no evidence or anything like that. So they dropped everything, and I stayed with it.
You're married to her brother?
Yeah.
Okay.
You need to leave him.
I love him, Jimmy.
I know, but you know the truth. You told me. You told me before I moved back. You told me me that he touched your boys.
That's
And
what
when-
everybody said.
When I came back, you said it was just because your mom was
Is that
crazy.
true? Is that true? You told her that you know that he touched your boys?
I told her that everybody is saying that he touched my boys.
Did she tell you that she knew that Paul touched her kids?
Yes.
All right, Jackie, you took a lie detector test. And we asked you, are you covering up for your boyfriend, Paul, for molesting your 2 children? You answered no. Did you notice signs that your sons were being sexually abused before the molestation accusation came out? You answered no. And the results came back the same for both questions. They came back inconclusive. We asked Paul, have you ever had any sexual physical contact with your 3-month-old son? He said no. He told the truth. We asked him, have you ever had any sexual physical contact with Jackie's 4-year-old son? He answered no, and Paul told the truth. We asked him, have you ever had sexual physical contact with Jackie's 6-year-old son? And he said no, and he did not tell the truth.
Let me take that again. Let me take it again. Did not do it.
Let me tell you something. It's a shame that you're going through life and you're really screwing up some young boys, all right? It's horrible. It's really horrible that you're doing that. And hopefully you'll end up in jail and then you won't be able to do it to anybody else. But what? Well, what's even more horrible than a guy like you who's doing it is the mother that protects a guy like you. My stage, and you get out of my studio, and you get the hell out of here, and you keep walking and you don't stop. Ashley was only 14 years old when her father, Leroy, was convicted of molesting a 4-year-old child. But his daughter and his wife, Vicky, were determined to prove his innocence. But let's see if Leroy was a good dad or a child molester. Watch this.
I remember the day she told me, like the day we all found out, I just hugged my dad and cried, bawled my eyes out and told him, this isn't you, you didn't do this.
People that molest children are just disgusting. It's the lowest form of life there is in my book.
Leroy is a kind-hearted, biggest-hearted person you know. He'd give you the shirt off his back. He would do anything for you.
And my father was accused of touching a 4-year-old girl, and at the time I was 14 years old.
I was running a daycare. Next thing I know, I get a phone call from the cops saying that I have to have my husband down to the precinct for an investigation.
I ended up confessing because I was confused. Confused, hung over, didn't know what was going on, what this man was talking to me about, or any of it.
When my mom explained that to me, I was crushed because I didn't think my father was that type of person. I still don't think he's that type of person.
When I found out what he was accused of, it destroyed me. When you know deep down inside that it's not possible, especially when you've been married for 20 years.
I lived my life for my wife and kids.
I went straight to my daughter to make sure that he didn't do it to her. I went to her friends, anybody that was in contact with the daycare. And they all told me the same thing. They know he didn't touch him. He's a good person. He's not a child molester. That's the farthest thing from his mind is to touch a child.
My dad was in jail for 299 days, and it was hard because he had raised me when I was little. At first, I was like, when is he coming home? When is he coming home? I just want him home. And then when he got home, I found out I couldn't see him because he was a registered sex offender.
We couldn't live together We had to pay 2 separate rents, 2 cable bills, light bills, 2 everything. They made me have to choose to be with my daughter or to be with my husband. And of course, as a mother, I had to take care of my daughter.
I called the Steve Wilkos show because I knew, I watch him every day, daily, that he is the only man that could really help me in this situation.
My dad was labeled as a sex offender, and he shouldn't be labeled as this if he didn't do it.
Even though he's served his time, we still have to go through registration 4 times a year. We still get the ridicule of him being a sexually dangerous person, which he's not.
And my dad was all over the news, like this case was all over the news, and it was embarrassing because he's not that type of person, like he wouldn't do this.
Never in my life have I ever touched a child in any wrong way, shape, or form.
I don't believe it for a minute that he did. There's no possible way. Because if he, like I said, if he did it, why didn't he touch other children? It's ruined my life, my daughter's life, his life. It's not fair. I lost my daycare. I lost all friends. I have no friends. Because they don't want no part of me. Because I'm supporting him. But I have to support him. That was in my marriage vow. Better or worse. And this is the worst.
And I'm here to get my name cleared.
You're here
clear
to
my
clear your
name,
name.
clear my name, and
Because even though
get
you
my
were
life back.
get your life back.
Get my life back.
But you were charged and you served 299 days in
Yes,
prison, right?
Yes, sir.
And this was a child at your wife's daycare, right?
Right.
Before this lie detector test you did for us, did you take one before?
Yes, sir.
And how did that one come out?
Truthful.
Truth, that you told the truth?
Truthful.
So when you go to court and a judge goes, how do you plead? What did you plead?
Not guilty.
Well then, how the hell did they convict you?
Your guess is as good as mine, sir. Like I said.
So you're saying you didn't confess?
No. No, I did not.
So now you're in jail. You're in there for almost a year. You come out. Now you're a registered sex offender for the rest of your life.
The rest of my natural-born life.
And your wife had to move away from you.
Yeah.
Your daughter had to move away from you because once you get out of jail, you're a registered sex offender. Right. Your wife had to make a choice. And, you know, she picked the right one because she has to raise her child. Right. He says that, you know, you had the child care facility in your house. You get a call out of the blue from the police. He goes down to the station. He says he never confessed. How the hell did this all come about if he didn't do anything?
Your guess is as good as mine. It's, you know.
What do you have any theory at all?
No, sir.
I mean, you're just running a business. You're happily married. You got a daughter. And then next thing you know, he's spending 300 days in jail.
Yes, sir.
But he goes to court, right?
Yes, sir.
Are you in the courtroom at the time?
Yes, sir.
He pleads not guilty?
Yes, sir.
And who finds him guilty, a jury or a judge?
The judge.
The judge found him guilty and slaps him with, you know, a year in jail or 300 days. What was running through your mind when your husband's convicted of child molestation?
A lot. There was, I actually went to the point of filing for divorce because I didn't know. I didn't know until after the lie detector test.
Are you guys divorced now?
No, sir.
No. Did you go through the divorce?
No, sir.
Was he around the kids in the daycare?
Yes.
So he was around?
It was in home. It was in my home.
Were you always there?
Yes.
When this happened, I was so young. I didn't understand everything that was going on. And now that I'm older, it's just like, I want to find out the truth. Like, I believe deep in my heart that he didn't do this. Right. Like, that's what I want to believe, and that's what I want to stick with. And seeing everything that my mom had to go through with not knowing and being confused and having to worry about me, like, it's just...
Losing her business?
Yeah, she lost everything. We lost everything.
As a child, and this is a very highly publicized case in your community, you're going to school. Yep. You know, I'm sure kids were not very nice to you, knowing that your father was accused of such a crime.
At the time, it didn't seem like they knew. And if they did, they didn't say anything. Like, I never got bullied for it or anything. Like, they barely ever said anything to me.
Okay, well,
but
that's
like,
good.
As far as, like, my family members, they were like, well, he did it. So, like, why are you dealing with this?
Leroy came here and took a lie detector test, and we asked him, regarding your daughter, Ashley, did you ever engage in any sexual physical contact with her? You answered no. Did you ever have any sexual physical contact with any of the other children who were at your wife's daycare center? You answered no. Did you ever have sexual contact with the child in question? You answered no. Did you ever expose your private parts to the child in question? You answered no. The results came back the same to each question. And they came back that Leroy told the truth.
We always knew that you didn't do this.
We never believed you did it, honey.
It was hard, but we got it.
It's been the longest years of my life.
You know what, this may be a case of the little girl might have been molested, but certainly not by you.
That's right.
I can't imagine going to prison for a crime I didn't commit. The agony that you must feel trapped behind bars when you're totally innocent.
Yeah.
And it happens.
Oh, yeah, it did right there.
And it happened to you.
That's right.
And you lost a year of your life.
I lost everything.
Your wife lost her business.
We lost it all.
Well, and nothing is going to make up that time.
No.
And you got robbed. You really did. You got robbed of a big chunk of your life.
More than robbed.
Yeah. But I hope that appearing on the show, that when you go back home, you can hold your head high and say, you know what, I think I've done everything to prove that I didn't do this. And I hope that maybe somebody watching out there that has the power to help within your legal system back in Michigan can help you and maybe get your record expunged. I wish you all the luck in the world. Robert, tell me what happened to your little boy.
I woke up that morning. My son woke up right with me. I usually put him on the toilet before I even go to work. Put him on the toilet. He started crying. Like hard tears, though. He said, don't leave. Don't leave. Like, I'll be right back. I'm coming back tonight. Just hold on for me. I'm coming back. Go to work. Talking to Deanna on the phone. She specifically say, you need to hurry up and get them out of there before something happen. Random number call. I wasn't going to answer it. Random number call. It's Tamika. Hurry up and come back home. Hurry up, hurry up. Curtis just hit his head. So I paused and I started flipping out. My boss told me to calm down, get the information first. She called me again, like, yeah, he's not breathing. Hurry up and come down here. So my brother rushed me to the hospital. Like I said, she gave me the coldest hug. I needed that hug so I can see what the seat looked like. See my son in the other room. He pumping his chest. He still got blood coming out his nose. Got a tube up at the other one. They tried to arrest me for it. Blunt force trauma to his head. There's probably a little bit more in the paperwork, but I never had a chance to really read it.
Tamika ended up getting a life sentence in prison. I mean, at least she got that.
Yeah.
Did she ever explain to you why she beat him?
No, she never did.
No. You guys split up. The child gets taken away, right? But then they give custody back to her. How did that happen?
You know, Ohio is like more of like a woman's state. She got more of the rights anyway.
Yeah.
I'm just there showing up, taking the classes, getting the certificates. I just want
Because
them home.
you were trying to get custody also.
Yeah, but I had to go, after the process, I had to do more.
Did you ever notice, like, signs of abuse that your son was going through?
Yeah, while we were separated, my went over there on Easter, and she told me Curtis had a black eye.
She pleaded guilty, so you do believe that she did this, right?
She had no choice. Had to.
If she was here right now, what would you say to her?
What was the point of all that? You could have gave him to me.
I mean, I don't know how you can beat your own child to death. I just don't understand that. Now, you're here because what happened to your son affecting your relationship with Deanna. What's going on with your relationship with Deanna?
At the beginning, it was all peaches and cream. It was good. After that scenario, I started watching a little more. Like I told her before, like, I know you make mistakes. Everybody make mistakes.
What mistakes did she make?
I think she really messed around with one of my relatives.
With one of yours?
Yeah.
While you were dating her?
It's a phone call that was made the day before the relative took me to go pay my phone bill, so he knows my phone's on. Next day, the relative called. She don't know I see the call. It was a little scenario. I made sure my ducks was all in line before I even approached her with it. Wait till the day go on. I go through her phone. She hear me go through her phone. So she addressed me about it. I said, yeah, I went through your phone. Her statement was, but you didn't find nothing, did you? I said, yeah, that's the problem. See, she didn't know I synced the number in her phone.
And then she deleted it?
She deleted it out of there.
Okay.
So it took months.
She ever admit to cheating with your family member?
No.
No. So you don't have any proof? Just a phone call?
She admitted that she erased the number, though.
And why did she, how did she explain that?
To keep everything diffused, the problem. She wanted to make sure everybody was going to still be cool.
Do you think that she's cheating on you now?
Yeah.
And you have a little boy together, right?
Yeah.
How old's your little boy now?
One just turned one.
One.
About to turn two.
Yeah. Let me ask you this. Do you love Deanna?
Yeah, of course.
She love you?
As far as I know, yes.
Do you think that after what you suffered, which is, to me, as a parent, the worst thing that anybody can go through life is to lose a child, do you think that she'd be so cold to cheat on you?
Possibilities is endless now. Ain't no telling.
Yeah, I mean, that's true. I mean, you had a mother beat her own child to death, so anything's possible. Are you cheating on Deanna?
No.
Ever?
I love her.
No. Okay.
I'm going through too much as it is to even be thinking about anything else.
Do you think your feelings, you're thinking that she's cheating, are because you're so devastated by what happened to your son? Do you think there's a relation there?
Yeah, it could definitely be a speculation that my mind could be going haywire. I could just be overthinking something.
Which I wouldn't blame you. I mean, I can't imagine the pain that you must feel, the thoughts that must go through your head. So, I mean...
You get replayed every day.
Yeah, and that's the unfortunate part. I mean, how often does that go through your mind?
Every day I wake up. I just replay the motion every day till we hear. Every single day.
All right, well, let's meet the mother of your youngest child now, Deanna.
I really hope after today this stops, because I can't do it no more. Like, you can't keep doing this to me. Like,
you know, if
you would
have told the truth the first time, we probably wouldn't even be here.
I know that. I understand that. I get that part. But I can't, this can't go on anymore. Like, I'm really trying not to cry.
Can you tell me about the day Robert's son died?
I was on the phone with him. We always was on the phone with each other. He told me somebody was calling him, so he hung up, and then he called me back, and he told me, like, you might not see me for a while. And I said, why? He was like, because I think this bee killed my son. My heart just sunk. Like, I cried so bad. And then I went home, and I texted him, and he told me he was dead. From there, I didn't know what to do. I didn't know how to react. I can't keep asking somebody if they're okay, because I know, like, this is painful to him.
Yeah, they're
like,
not
this
okay
is,
when they lose
I can't even imagine as a mother, how could you? Like, but I understand, like, he was hurting. So I didn't want to keep telling him, I didn't want to keep asking him, are you okay? Because I know, like, you're not okay. You just lost your son. So when he came to me, it was more easier for me to show my feelings towards him and how I felt about the situation. And from there, just everything just went haywire.
Yeah. How is your relationship now between the two of you?
We got our ups and downs, but we good.
Yeah.
This is one.
Except that he thinks that you're cheating on him. You ever suspect that he's cheating on you?
Yeah, I seen some stuff in his phone.
Oh, you do? What did you see in his phone?
Him texting females, telling females that he want to have sex with them.
Is that true? You text other females and say you want sex with them?
At that time period where I was feeling what I was feeling, I was doing that.
What's that?
When I was feeling what I was feeling, I was doing that.
Oh, okay. But aren't you said you love her.
Yeah.
He has no proof of me doing it. So when I found out, I was hurt. Like, you think that I'm doing this, but you have no proof. You have no proof of me doing this.
So the one relative that called you, he saw the number and then you deleted it?
I deleted it. I'm gonna tell you why I deleted it. Because he was already accusing me a month before, after our son was born. He was already asking me questions. I cried to him the first time he ever brought it to me. I cried to him, and I'm like, wow, that's crazy. Me deleting the number was just to escalate the situation. Like, I didn't want to hear about it no more. And I shouldn't have did it, because now it's got to this
now
big
it makes
point.
it look even more guilty.
It makes it looks even more like I did something.
Was there anything going on with this family member? No. Now, you guys are together. How old is your son?
1.
He's 1. How is he as a father?
He's wonderful. He's a great father. He do everything that he needs. He's wonderful.
Yeah. Ever cheat on him at all?
No.
No. And you
have no
really
reason
seem
to.
like a very cheerful, nice person.
I am. I don't have no reason to. I love this man. I want to be with this man. If I didn't, I wouldn't be here. I would not be here.
And I said, you know, a lot of times with cheating, we do a lot more serious stories, like this other little boy, not this little boy, this is yours, but his other son getting killed. We do a lot of heavy stories.
Oh, I watch you all the time, Steve.
Oh, thank
I love
you.
you. Like,
Thank
I
you.
really do.
But I would say how horrible would be if he suffers this devastating loss and then you'd be cheating on him,
Yes,
right? Like,
why?
that would
What
be
the
terrible,
reason?
right? But you're saying you never cheated on him? No. Well, now, I'm going to believe you. I don't think you're cheating on him. I think you're going to pass your lie detector test. What if he has cheated on you?
I don't know. I couldn't tell you because I really do want to be with him. And it's like you put me through all of this, but you really doing it.
Robert came here, took a lie detector test, and we asked him, while in a relationship with Deanna, did you have physical sexual contact with any other woman besides her? He answered no. While in a relationship with Deanna, did you have sexual intercourse with any other woman besides her? He answered no. Results came back the same to those 2 questions, and it came back that Robert told the truth. It's got to make you feel pretty good, right?
Yeah, it does.
Okay.
It really does.
All right, Deanna, you came here because, listen, this is a sad story, but, and I say it all the time, life does go on. And now you got this beautiful woman, and you got a beautiful son, and that's what you have to live for now, right? Right. Okay. So Deanna came here because she wants things to go back
To how it used to be.
Yes, how it used to be. So she came here and took a lie detector test, and we asked her, while in a relationship with Robert, did you have sexual intercourse with any other man besides him? She answered no. While in a relationship with Robert, did you have physical sexual contact with any other man besides him? She answered no. While in a relationship with Robert, have you had sexual contact with any of his family members? She answered no. The results came back the same to each one of those 3 questions, and it came back that Deanna told the truth.
Thank you. You have really helped us a lot. You really did. Like,
Wow.
this is, it can go
Thank
back
you.
to how it used to be.
How do you, Robert, how do you feel right now?
Relieved.
Relieved?
Really relieved.
Yeah.
I apologize.
Thank you.
'Cause I put too
And
growing
listen,
up.
I think, you know, with everything you went through, it could really mess up anybody. But you have to live in the moment, and you know what you have. You have a wonderful woman here. You got a son. I know that pain's never going to go away. I don't even pretend. That's not going away. Like you said, you wake up every day, you think about your son. I can't imagine there's never going to be a day that you don't think about him. But again, you got to live in the moment. You got to appreciate what's going on now. You have her, and I'm sure you're going to be a wonderful dad to your son. Good luck to you. How soon after Mark's passing did Tracy and the rest of the family blame you?
I would say within a matter of days.
Yeah. They said he died of multiple blunt force trauma. Did they ever figure out what hit him, how he died, how he was killed?
His death certificate says undetermined. After, when we went to trial, we saw pictures of the truck. And in the back quarter panel, you could see my husband hanging on and his hands going down. So I think that he just reacted when I took off and tried to either stop the truck or he just lost his footing in the snow.
And then he got hit.
No, I don't believe he was hit. I think he just hit the ground.
Oh, he hit the ground. So what kind of man would you say Mark was? You were married to the guy, but only a short time, right?
For a short, we were together for 3.5 years, but
Okay.
we got married in December, the end of December, and he passed in February. Mark was amazing. He was awesome. He was my best friend. He was fun. He was the life of the party everywhere. Mark was awesome. I mean, you can just see how nice he looks. He was the best.
Did you love him?
I love him very much. I still do.
So the night that this all happened, what went on that night?
So we were originally getting ready to move to Bismarck. So Mark was going to leave the next day, and we were going to follow behind him. So we met up with some friends to just like say goodbye. Had dinner, some drinks, and then we went to a different bar where my friend Hannah, who's going to be out here shortly, her family was. So we went over there. But we saw a friend that we knew, and he had stated that this other man was going to be coming to the bar. And my husband heard that in his mind that this man is coming to the bar to see me. Not that he was just coming to the bar originally, and that set my husband off.
Why? Because he thought this man was interested in you? Or?
Yes, that's what he thought, that he was coming to the bar just to come see me.
Was the man interested in you, or?
No.
Nothing.
We've been friends for years. I hadn't seen him probably for 20 years.
And then what happened?
So Mark was making scenes in the bar and he was like throwing a fit, and for Hannah, again, who will come out soon, said, maybe you guys should just go, because she was embarrassed as well. And I said, okay. So we left, and Mark was out of control in the truck. He was just so upset and just yelling at me, and I said, I'm not comfortable, just take me back to my friends. And he did. I was surprised he did that, but he did. And then he left. He texted me, and it was my last text. He said, I'm so sorry, I love you. So then I was like, okay, Hannah, he's okay. He's going to be okay. He's calmed down. He came back, and I said, okay, I can go home with him. You guys can go. It'll be fine. He's fine now. But he wasn't. I mean, he ended up getting upset all over again, and when we drove home, it was just fight. We were fighting the whole time. We went inside the house because I went in to get like my contacts and glasses, and he went in on the way home. I had given him my ring, and I said, I can't do this anymore.
You said I want a divorce.
I just gave him my ring and said I couldn't do this. I came back out, and I got in the driver's seat because I knew I was leaving. When Mark came out of the house, he came out of the house like this to my window. And I'm like, no, Mark. And then like he just figured like, wait, she's leaving. I don't know if he's trying to stall me from leaving, but he's like, if you're leaving, I'm getting all my stuff out of the truck. So he went to the passenger side, and he was like getting his things and saying, I'm locking the doors, I'm changing the locks, you're never gonna get back here. He found some beer chips, and he's like, I'm gonna go find some women tonight and bring them home. And I'm like, okay, Mark, you're gonna do you. But with him saying things, I went for my phone to videotape so he could hear the next day how he was treating me and how he was talking. He saw my phone, and he literally lunged for it to try to grab it, and I pulled it back, and it hit the window, and it just dropped down by the door, and that upset him very, very much. And he just looked at me, and he was so angry, and he jumped out, and he ran around to come get me. And I was like, oh, no. It was a brand new truck, trying to figure out where the locks were. And I just put it in drive and took off. With The door was left open still. It's like 11 o'clock at night. I can see in front of me because my lights are on, but I can't see anywhere else because the lights are on in my truck. I could see that my husband was not in front of me, but I just left.
Where did you go?
Originally, I just went like a couple miles away, and I parked because I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know where I'm going. I did go to a grocery store. I used the restroom, and then I went back out in the truck, and I started texting with Hannah. And she's like, I'm going to have my dad come get you. You know, don't go back home. And I said, I'm just going to sleep in the truck for a little bit. And she's like, you can't sleep in the truck. I said, I'm going to sleep in the truck for a little bit, and then I'll go home when Mark's sleeping, and everything will be fine.
So you went home and slept, and then you woke up the next morning, you found your husband dead.
Yes.
When did you find out you were being charged with his murder?
A year and a half later.
A year and a half later. So it was a long time they did this investigation. So how did you find out that you're being charged with murder?
The lead detective came to my house and served me papers to show up in court.
Yeah, and what was that like, being charged with murder? I gotta imagine it's pretty scary.
I wasn't charged with murder. Originally, they charged me with hit and run.
I mean, you had to have some sleepless nights thinking you might go to prison, right?
I mean, I know I'm not guilty, so no, I honestly never got that concept in my head that I was going to prison. I never even considered it.
And so, but when they, in that courtroom, when they said they find you not guilty, it had to be a big relief, right?
I thought my night was finally over.
And it wasn't?
No.
Why?
It's like I just have a dark cloud over me. People think that I'm a murderer. I can't go anywhere.
And this is Mark's family, friends?
The community. It's
the whole
just,
community.
And then there's his family members that were saying things like, this is the third person I've tried to run down, and like just crazy things.
Have you ever tried to run other people down?
No, of course not.
Here's Tracy.
You're a murderer and you know it. You killed Mark.
No, Tracy.
You know you killed him.
We're gonna find out today.
Who else could have done it, Lori? Who else? Who else was there?
Mark's actions caused this by holding on to the truck, Tracy, and you're gonna find this out today.
Holding on where? The front or the back?
The back quarter panel.
So if he's hanging onto the back quarter panel, how do you run over him and not know it? I know when I hit a squirrel.
He was not run over.
Multiple traumas on his ribs, and he's not ran over?
He was not
All
run
of
over.
those happened from falling on the ground?
I don't know where he fell. I don't know. I think maybe he fell on the step rail where you get into the truck.
You left him to die in that snowbank.
I did not know Mark was injured. Okay.
Let's meet Hannah.
How can you defend her? How can you stand by somebody's side and defend somebody that killed her husband?
I have known her for 20 years. Her story since the day that this happened has never changed once. If you lie about something, I would imagine over 6 years, at some point your story is going to change. When has her story changed?
Multiple times.
When?
Through the whole...
Like when? Give me an example.
Through the whole investigation.
Please.
Her story has changed.
When?
How?
What stories have changed?
What happened, what she did, how he was being to her.
Have you read the police reports? Because if you could read, you would know that those have never changed.
Did you saw bruising on her neck after she said that he choked her?
The following day, after
day.
she had let me know that he had passed away, I went to their house, and she had taken some clothing off so I could see some of the bruises.
And what did you see?
I saw several bruises. There was a bruise on her chest, her neck. There was what looked to me like a footprint, like a boot print on the back of her, like back side of her leg. Yeah. There was some bruising on, I think, her shoulder.
You find not guilty. Can never be charged with this crime again. Why are you here taking a lie detector test? I mean, I appreciate it, and it's a great story, but my thing is, you have everything to lose and nothing to gain.
I do have things to gain because people can finally stop questioning. I think that, I can just finally grieve because it's past due.
It is.
How can you not grieve in the beginning?
She didn't have time because she was dealing with people like you and your family and the rest of the community.
You can ignore people and grieve.
Have you been?
I didn't reach out to her. The family didn't reach out to her.
That's on you guys. If you would have, she would have happily talked to you. You would have had some answers prior to 6 years later now trying to get answers. We wouldn't be here. We wouldn't be here.
Lori Kimmer took a lie to tuck the test. You know, went through a trial. Even though she was found innocent, people still think she's a murderer. So she came here and took a lie to tuck the test. And we asked her, did you kill Mark by running him over with your truck? She answered no. Did you cause the multiple blunt force injuries that killed Mark? She answered no. On the night in question, did you witness anyone cause the multiple blunt force injuries to Mark? She answered no. While under investigation for Mark's death, did you lie or withhold any information about his cause of death? She answered no. The results came back the same to each one of those 4 questions, and it came back that Lori told the truth.
You knew it all along. It's over. Tracy, I didn't do it.
I didn't do it. I need you to accept that. I would never have hurt my husband.
Then tell me what happened.
Tracy, I don't know.
We all wish we knew.
I'm not asking you.
We all wish we knew.
I'm not asking you.
That's fine.
I don't know. But I didn't do it, and I hope that this can change things finally.
I've never liked you. But I am willing, for my own heart, to let this go.
Thank you.
But I hope you know that deep down, I know he'd still be here if it wasn't for you. You were toxic in your relationship. And I'm not saying he wasn't either. Your relationship was toxic. And if you'd listened to Hannah and just stayed away from him and didn't marry him, he'd still be here.
You know, Mark was a big boy. He was a grown man. He got to do what he wanted. And I can almost understand where Mark was at because, you know, I abused alcohol too. And you either realize you got a problem, you need to stop, because all it does is cause havoc in your life. It causes problems in your personal relationships. And, you know, alcohol is a dangerous thing when you use it too much. And that's what the situation was here. I think that, yes, their relationship was toxic. When they drank, they probably fought a lot. It led to, and I believe you, I believe that it probably led to physical abuse, verbal abuse, and might have been on both ends of it. But I don't think she wanted Mark dead. I don't think she wanted to kill Mark.
I agree.
She loved him. And yes, it's unfortunate that Mark's not here, but probably brought on by a lot of Mark's own actions. I'm sorry to say. I hope that when you go back home, people will let you live the rest of your life in peace.
Thank you.
They'll let this go. Again, I condolences to your family for losing Mark. And it's sad, it's unfortunate. Nothing's going to bring him back. But to keep pointing your finger at this person saying you did it, I don't think that helps, and I think it's wrong. But I hope your family, with this, gets some comfort and some peace, and I wish you all the best.
Thank you.
Nice meeting you. Nice meeting you.
It never hurt him. I promise you. I'll take care of him. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it.
For the nearly 2 decades that I've been doing my show, I've seen all different types of couples on my stage. But I've never seen people in relationships fight like the couples you'll see today. Take Brandi and Randall, for example. I really didn't like Randall, and I don't think he liked me. He claimed he felt attacked by me when I called him out for videotaping his fiancée without her consent while trying to catch her cheating. Take a look to see if Brandi exited stage left or stage right when we played my favorite game, Pick a Door.
I met Brandi probably about when I was 12 years old. I always had a crush on her. Later in life, we met probably about 3 years ago, got together. The first 3 months of our relationship was a wreck. And after 6 months, I had a feeling that she was cheating on me. I felt like I needed a recorder because, I mean, I didn't think she was telling me the truth. Well, she was working with a few guys by herself. She was the only girl. And it came up that she was working late. I always had a suspicion that something was going on. I got the camera. I ended up putting it above the TV. You know, I heard a couple things that she actually admitted to. You know, that put doubt in my mind. And I started recording her on a regular basis because I thought she was doing something. And a couple of those recordings sound like sexual noises. I mean, I hope I'm wrong. I mean, I love her with all my heart. Like, I mean, she's pretty much my soulmate, my best friend. So, I mean, I really hope that I am wrong. I mean, she's denied every suspicion that I've had, except for the one time she admitted to bringing somebody in the house while I was at work. She's even accused me of going on dating sites, trying to find someone else, which that's, I mean, crazy, which I mean, it could be me that brought it on with my suspicion, her thinking that I'm doing something. After these results, I mean, I hope that I can, you know, get the answers that I need. That way we can work on our relationship and, you know, get to the point where, you know, we can have a good life together.
I had a crush on him when I was young, but I was shy and didn't talk to him, and he was shy and didn't talk to me, so I didn't see him again until 3 years ago. His mom brought him to the place I was working at, and we exchanged numbers, and the next morning he texted me, "Hello, beautiful," and we started talking since. Our first 3 months of our relationship, like, it was the longest 3 months of our life. Like, we went through a lot. Like, we lost everything we had. We actually were homeless for a couple of weeks. And then I got a job, and, like, we've gotten everything that we have. Like, we've worked hard for it, but this is holding us back.
Here you're struggling so hard just to put your life back together. Where would you have the time to even cheat?
Yeah, I don't know where he thinks that I can do all these things. Like, he says I do it while he's asleep. I bring people in the house while he's asleep.
Do you?
No, definitely not. I don't do any of these things to him. I love him.
What are some of the other things he accuses you of?
A couple of weeks ago, he had his arm around me. Like, that's my favorite place. Like, that's my comfort zone. I'm trying to go to sleep. I have to get up early. Then he rolls over and starts running his mouth, and I'm like, did I miss something? What's going on? He says I'm over there talking to somebody while I'm laying in the bed. and like, at 3 o'clock in the morning, I'm up yelling and screaming, and I shouldn't be that mad.
No, I'm told that he puts recorders around the house. Yeah. He records you.
He's got a little camera, like, I found, like, the instructions to it and stuff. And, like, I kept seeing him go to this place at nighttime, and I guess he got the camera out at nighttime and set it up because I was bringing people in the house while we were asleep.
Right.
And, yeah, it's a little camera. Like, I don't think he uses it as much anymore. Like, he's starting to think maybe it is him.
But did he ever see anything on there?
He said that he did. Like, he turned noises into things that it wasn't.
He believes you slept with coworkers.
Yeah. I was the only girl at my job for like 9 months. And, I mean, the only time I talk to them is if it's something about work, or, like, sometimes we did work over late, but, I mean, we work near a civic center. We get busy, like, if there's events and stuff. Like, I can't control that. I mean, I'm a manager there. I run the store. I can't. You know, I can't just leave it.
I mean, he should be thankful that you work, right?
I mean, I work hard.
All right, well, let's meet him. Here's your fiance, Randall. When you did all these recordings, you set up a camera in your house?
Yeah.
Did you ever find anything?
I mean, like, a week after I got the camera, she found it. So, I mean, she would know.
You got blown up.
Right. But, I mean, I've actually heard sexual noises, you know what I mean?
What kind of noises do you hear?
Moaning noises.
Moaning.
Right.
When you record somebody without them knowing, it's kind of an invasion of privacy, isn't it?
True.
You're on dating sites, right?
No. I used to be before we got together.
Plenty of fish?
Yeah.
How many fish did you catch?
None. I mean, I haven't been on it.
Right.
But I seen it where, like, it had been looked up recently, so that's why I said something. And you said that I looked it up.
See, she seems very distraught, and you don't.
No, I mean, I just feel like I'm being attacked. I mean.
I'm sorry, what did you say?
So I feel like I'm being attacked.
By who?
I mean, just, it's good.
You're not feeling attacked by me, are you?
No, I mean, just by the question, I mean, y'all pretty much targeting me for doing something wrong when
You
videotaped
your fiancée without her knowledge.
Right. Well, she knew about it.
And when she found the camera.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's going to be some questions, right?
Right.
Why are you behaving that way?
To be honest, I don't know.
Well,
I mean, I get the
so
feeling-
you're engaged, right?
Right.
Why would she go through with marrying you if this is the way the relationship's going to go? She says you accuse her every day.
No, I don't accuse her every day.
Well,
It's
how
a good-
is it every other day? Were you wrong?
4 times a week.
4 times a week.
Some weeks are worse than others. Like, it just depends on his mind, I guess.
All right, Brandi, you came here, took a lie detector test because you're engaged to a guy that accuses you of cheating every day. Some weeks it's 4 times in a week, but most of the time it's 7 days a week. And we asked you, since in a relationship with Randall, have you had sexual intercourse with any other males? You answered no. You told the truth. Besides the one man he knows about, since in a relationship with Randall, have you had any other sexual physical contact with other males? You answered no. She told the truth.
I'm sorry.
I don't want to get in.
Well, you better not fail your test.
Don't look at me like that.
Randall came to the lie detector test, and we asked him, since you've been in a relationship with Brandi, have you utilized any dating or hookup sites to search for women? He answered no. He told the truth. Pretty good. Good start. Since you've been in a relationship with Brandi, have you had sexual intercourse with any other females? He answered no, told the truth. Since you've been in a relationship with Brandi, have you had sexual physical contact with any other females? He answered no. He did not tell the truth.
I mean, y'all need to redo that or something, dude.
No,
It's crazy.
we don't need to redo anything.
I haven't done anything.
You need to redo how you behave in your relationship.
Okay.
So now this guy mentally tortures you. That's what that guy put you through. And listen, what he did, I'm not saying it's like the worst thing in the world. Like I said, why don't you just say, yeah, I kissed a girl. I did this. I did that. Let's bury all this. Let's get married. Let's be happy. But like even this act of abandoning you on stage, just walking out, leaving you. You know why? Because he got caught.
Yeah, I know.
Now, but I know you love this guy. You have a lot of emotions invested in this guy. You are in love with him. So you can go out that door, and we'll lead you back to him, and you get on that airplane and go home, and then you'll fight for the next 6 years or however long you're together, screaming at each other, wondering, doubting. And now, because he got caught, the punishment towards you is going to even get worse. He's gonna dig a, yo, you did something. Or you go out that door and say, you know what? I'm a good woman, I'm loyal to my man, and I'm a hard worker, and I deserve better. And you just walk out. You just pick a door. We haven't played pick a door in a long time. And then we know, you don't even have to say a word. With whatever door you walk out of, we'll know what's gonna happen in your life. You can pick. Chuck and Rebecca weren't even married for a full 12 months before they were already thinking about divorce. And they said coming to my show was the only way to save their marriage. You see, Rebecca said Chuck would sometimes go 6 long hours without answering his phone. I remember how unhappy Rebecca seemed with Chuck but she just couldn't leave him alone. Watch this clip to see if Chuck was cheating on Rebecca or if this newlywed couple found happiness in the end. Chuck and Rebecca have only been married for 1 year and are already heading for divorce. You see, Rebecca can't shake the feeling that Chuck is lying to her. And she says, coming to my show to get a lie detector test is the only thing that can save their marriage. Take a look.
Chuck had a really hard life. He's had a lot of tragedy, and I know that I could never replace that, but I've tried. And I just wanted to be there for him. I didn't want to be like everybody else that gave up on Chuck. I keep giving and giving and giving, and I'm broken now, and I want a divorce. Chuck called the show to prove that he hasn't cheated. The fact that my husband is hiding anything from me makes it so hard. I didn't want to even get married again. I didn't want to trust. And if I did, I said, I want us to give our all. It's one-sided. I have to give my all. He has to know everything, and I mean, everything I'm doing. I've told him, no matter what it is, I don't care if you had an orgy, what? Like, we can work through it as long as we can talk about it. But if we can't talk about it, where's the love? Like, that's probably my main question. Does he love me? Or is he just using me? You know, he's got it made.
She wonders if you're cheating on her.
No, not at all.
Okay, did I really have to ask it?
No, I'm not cheating on her.
Okay, you're not cheating on her.
No, I love that girl with all my heart. I've never gave her any reason.
Why is she so suspicious that she's writing your mileage down on your car?
I feel like she's got something to hide. Like, she went, 3 months ago, she went and got a secret bank account. I found a secret phone she had wadded up in clothes that I didn't know about.
Now, did you ask her about these things?
She talks to guys all the time. Yeah, she said that she got the phone for her friend.
Why do you always have to lie? Like, that's the thing. I've told her this, or she has secret this. Everything's a secret. It's not a damn secret.
It wasn't a secret. You told me about the phone when you got it. You told me we was going to Walmart
See,
to
this
get
is
you a
why
phone,
you go
right?
ahead, talk, Chuck. Let's have a Chuck show.
No.
Any person that messages me, calls, anything, I have to show you right there. But Chuck can go and not answer his phone for 3 to 6 hours, and I'm supposed to just deal with it. I told you where I was, deal with it. That's not a marriage.
Tell me what you believe is the biggest issue with your marriage.
I've already been through this. I've learned from that 12 years, I've learned like what I have to give and what it takes. It has to be both given. You cannot just take.
Right. You need something in return.
It is so, oh my God, the best
And what is he not giving you?
I had no problems until about 3 months ago. Before church, he wanted to go fishing. I don't know where, I'm gonna go fishing for a little bit. He went.
And you thought
then
maybe
he
he
took
wasn't
the pictures.
fishing.
Well, no. It's just like he stopped and picked somebody up or something. Then, like it stopped being, maybe he didn't. I never even said, I told him, I'm not saying you cheated. I'm not saying that. I just feel, I know, I don't feel. And there's no way to detect, you know, what is missing.
Do you guys monitor each other's movements?
Everything.
Pretty much.
You both
Since
do
he,
it.
well,
Yeah,
he's
yeah,
just
she does it.
no, I never cared until that fishing when I called 4 times and then it took you 45 minutes
When I called you
to
back,
get.
you didn't. I answered. I sent you pictures of the lake. I sent you
But
pictures of the fish.
getting ready for church.
Hold on.
He was
Why are you guys monitoring where you're going?
It has
and
been
what
like
you're
that.
doing?
Because of her past relationships.
Not
that's
my past.
Why she?
My past relationships.
Do you monitor her?
I have after she does me. I mean,
It's
whenever
always me.
she
It's always-
puts stuff together, it's the same.
I never would have done this,
I don't know
Steve.
how
Like,
you-
seriously.
okay.
He was like this before we got married. It was like
Then
it
why'd you
got
marry me?
better. It was
Why'd you
guys
marry
that
me?
got better, and we talked about
No.
it, and it was like everything was better.
You're right.
Then you went to the fishing. I called.
ain't
You
that,
were on your
though.
way home.
It
I was
ain't
like,
that,
where are
it's
you
you.
at?
It's what you've
45
been
minutes.
doing.
What do I do? What do I have a chance to do? Everybody sees you follow me on the
Was
phone.
you with
Anything.
was you
I
with
have to
another guy
show
by
you.
yourself? Have you been with another guy? Did you pick him up from work while I was hunting and go with another guy?
While you were hunting.
Your guy friend.
Oh, yeah.
Can I leave with my girlfriends by myself? No,
Really?
I didn't think so.
Really?
Yeah,
no,
really.
You hide and delete and change everything. I told you where I was at, who I was with, on the
No, you
phone
didn't.
with you the whole damn time. I got the phone calls all back there still on my phone. I've got the hours of me trying to call you. We're
Grab it
still
where you
on my
deleted
phone.
it, what you
No,
want,
and I have a girl
This is the
that
thing.
messaged me asking where's he at. I'm surprised you ain't found that message yet because I
Who is
haven't.
it?
Huh?
Who is
when
it?
we were, what?
Who?
I don't know. I don't
Ain't no
know.
girl.
I will never know who it is. She was in jail and her baby daddy wrote me back. Whoever you were looking at for the recent bookings.
Her baby daddy, huh?
Yeah, he said, this is her baby daddy.
You are so full.
It's on my phone. Why would I?
Why don't you watch your mouth and go get it?
I guess my question to you is, and you know, there's nothing to be embarrassed about being divorced. I mean,
I know, but
people have failed
take
relationships.
vows, that means something to me.
Yeah, but you know what? You take vows, but if your life's a living hell, you need to move on.
I get it,
Right. Okay. I don't know what your home life is. I can only judge by what I see on the stage. Right. And I'd say I see two very unhappy people.
Yeah.
I see
I mean, that was 3 months ago. Do we look unhappy there?
But if you look us up on Facebook, he has no post. We have no post in common on his Facebook page. Okay. Who hides that if you're so happy?
You deleted them.
30 new friends, all sent requests.
How do you, so you said 3 months ago that picture was taken, right?
Yep.
How do you get back there?
I'll do whatever it takes. I'm in counseling.
But how do you get back there?
Hopefully.
Because you say you don't cheat, right?
No.
You say you don't cheat.
I know. I've never even lied to this man.
So if neither one of you doing
Never
anything
hid
wrong,
nothing.
how do you end up right here?
He can't talk. He can't even, let's talk and let's sit down. How I have to prove every time he thinks I was gone too long, I have to prove with my messages, with my phone calls, and the maps, all have to match for him to let me off.
Do you ever
I have to just shut up and deal with it.
Do you ever dream about being alone?
I would probably do really well, really.
And not have the answer to anybody, right?
Right.
Because you've been through a long time of hell.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be nice just to say, wake up, do what I want, whatever I want, and not have to answer to anybody?
That'd be pretty good.
That'd be pretty good. It's always an option.
I mean, she could do that. I mean, the same guy that
I can't give up on you. I know you've had it hard.
All you gotta do is get rid of your guy friend that you
tell me to call and have come over. You're freaking messed up. You hang out with him more than me.
Chuck took a lie detector test.
You're freaking.
Chuck took a lie detector test. And we asked him, since in a relationship with Rebecca, have you had sexual physical contact with any other females? He answered no. Since in a relationship with Rebecca, have you had sexual intercourse with any other females? He answered no. Did you have an orgy in the woods?
That was, seriously.
We didn't ask him. I wish we did, but we didn't.
It was an example.
But to those two questions, the results came back the same. And they came back that Chuck told the truth. Rebecca, you took a lie detector test. And we asked you, since you've been married, have you had sexual physical contact with any other males besides Chuck? You answered no. Since being married, have you had sexual intercourse with any other males besides Chuck? You answered no. And the results for your lie detector test is that you told the truth.
Steve, how do you...
You show your love real well.
I know, because when I'm crying, I have to cry myself to sleep, and he says, can you just stop? How is that love? That's what I don't understand.
So for 3 months, you're both miserable.
I told you, Chuck, I don't believe that I don't think it's just cheating, but you're gone for 6 hours, not answered something.
Hunting. You can't answer the phone when you're hunting.
90-degree weather.
I don't care if it's 400 degrees.
I don't know if you're out there, but you're not in 90-degree weather. My dad even said, you are not doing that. Okay,
they both passed.
I know.
So what's going to happen? I'm just curious.
I'm going to talk to our pastor.
Not a bad idea.
We have a meeting with him.
Not a bad idea.
Yeah.
And I'll say...
he hasn't even gone to church with me. I've been going with
I don't
my mom.
feel like...
He don't.
I mean, the way I've been getting treated...
But again, that goes back to maybe he can't give you the things that you want.
Right.
Maybe he's just not that guy.
I know.
It could be a minute, but you hit on the head. Maybe you talked to a pastor. You said you need counseling. That's a good start. And I'm going to end the show with this. As I got older, I realized don't get hung up on things that aren't even there.
Right.
You're getting hung up on stuff that's not even a problem in your relationship. And you're getting hung up on small things.
Yeah.
If you're gonna get hung up on big things.
Well, the only
Proof.
reason that I do is because of how you do me, and I have to show you everything. And you on the way here, you were yelling at me. But if I ask you, I get cut off, and that's it. Yes,
and that's what it goes back to.
I know, you're right.
Maybe he's not the guy.
Okay.
But
You're
talk
right.
to your pastor.
Yes.
See if he can work it out.
Okay.
Good luck
Thank
to
you. Thank you.
Not even 7 days after Jason and Jamie got married, a naked photo of her and another man was posted on a porn site. But the crazy thing was that Jamie claimed she didn't remember who took the explicit photos of her or how they got online. Did the lie detector test results determine that Jamie was truly a victim of revenge porn, or was she just really a dirty cheater who lied about being violated to get away with it? Take a look.
Jason and I have been married for 5 months. Right now, we're newlyweds, so it should be amazing. Our life at home, it's not fun. It's misery. Well, before we got married, people were harassing him, saying that I'm cheating on him and that I'm doing all kinds of stuff behind his back. And come to find out, he's getting photos of me that I had no idea that even existed. At first, I just tried not to let it bother me. I tried to be the strong person that I know I am because I know I haven't done anything wrong. But when you come home every day to being harassed, what kind of life is that? I feel like he bullies me. You know, he was going through my phone, going through my email. He put a tape recorder in our house that I didn't even know that existed.
Okay, so when you get these pictures and you asked your wife, are these you? Which I never even met your wife and I could tell that those pictures are her.
Right.
She said yes, right?
Yes, she did. And whenever I asked her who the gentleman is in the picture, she tells me she doesn't know. But
why doesn't she know?
That's
the
the
guy
same
is,
question.
like,
That's why
right
I'm here.
there.
That's why I'm asking. That's what I want to know.
Since you got married, things really didn't get better, right?
No, it's been getting worse. It's a very stressful environment.
So you lost a ton of weight?
Yes, I have. I've actually lost about 35 to 40 pounds. I've in the last 6-7 months, that's how much weight I've lost. I went from running a very successful restaurant. I was a kitchen manager and the head chef there. And I actually am back waiting tables and bartending and making tips instead of making, you know, a salary rate.
And because you are
because I want to be at home for my
right. Well, and by being home, do you think that's going to stop her from cheating? Or?
Well, I want her to be happy. I want to make her happy.
Yeah, but if you're there, it's not making her happy.
I
because
see
you're,
that.
Because
she's with somebody
because
else.
you're accusing her of this, and but the thing is, and listen, I'm a little bit on your side here, because you know, and I wish I could show the pictures to the audience, but I can't. But how do you not know who that is? I mean, come on.
That's why I'm here, Steve.
Yeah.
That is why I'm here.
Okay. Hopefully you both passed the lie detector test, right? I can't imagine he's doing anything. Guy's losing all that weight. I mean, you know, it's killing him. I mean, you know, you lose that much weight, obviously it's tearing him apart.
I've asked him 100 times if he really thinks that I'm cheating on him, then why doesn't he just leave? If that's how he feels, then why doesn't he just walk away and just let me go instead of harassing me every day?
Yeah, that's not that easy. You know that. You're married, you know, and he married you because he loves you, right? If she passes, are you going to be able to move on and love her and just say, you know what, that's indiscretion from her past?
Yeah, I will.
Yeah?
Yes, I will.
All right. Well, let's hope. We're all hoping for you. Jamie, you're up first. We asked you, since April of 2013, have you had any sexual physical contact with any other males besides Jason? You answered no. Since April of 2013, have you had sexual intercourse with any other males besides Jason? She answered no. Were the X-rated photos taken by a man you cheated on Jason with? She answered no. The results came back all the same, and they came back that Jamie did not tell the truth.
I didn't lie. No, I did not. I really didn't lie. I've never cheated on him, I swear to God.
When we got married, what did I ask you? Huh? Just to be truthful with me, right? Didn't I ask you that? Didn't I ask you that? I did ask you that.
I know.
We came here for a purpose to work on our marriage. I don't want it. I gave that to you. That's a gift. Keep it.
Okay.
Wow.
You know what, Jason?
Wow. You came here on a TV show with me?
What does that tell you? What does that tell you?
That she doesn't love me.
If you really love this guy, maybe you're not even in love with him, but I gotta imagine you have loving feelings for him because you did marry the guy. And if you know how tortured this guy is right now, what he's going through, when he's losing all this weight, that it's gotta be so unhealthy for him, why wouldn't you sit down with this guy? And I'm not even saying on my show. Go to the green room, go back to your hotel room and talk with this guy and tell him the truth. Jason came here, took a lie detector test, and we asked him, since April of 2013, have you had any sexual physical contact with any other females besides Jamie? He said no. Since April of 2013, have you had sexual intercourse with any other females besides Jamie? He answered no, and the results for both questions came back the same, and it came back that Jason also did not tell the truth. So, I have to ask you, are these results correct?
I mean, yeah, I have cheated.
Okay. So, he admits that...
But I cheated after all this stuff happened.
Okay. Regardless, if you're married and you sleep with somebody else...
Right, but she's never even asked me if I've cheated.
Okay.
So I've never told her.
Okay. The results are pretty accurate.
Jamie, yeah, I guess the lie detector's test.
Oh, by the way, please hold on to that before I forget that.
I've never cheated on you. I don't care. I don't do anything. I don't go anywhere. I don't talk to anybody.
Jason, this way. You don't want to go back. And I understand you're fed up and you want to leave.
Yeah, I'm ready to go, dude.
Okay.
I've never cheated on him. I'm not living with a lie.
Well, you don't have to convince me, but it seems like your marriage is over.
It's been over. It's been over before we even got married.
Right before Lacy and Corey appeared on my show, they had just gotten engaged. But she accused him of having sex with a coworker, and he accused her of having sex with an ex. Even Corey's own mother told Lacy that her son was cheating on her. Somebody failed their lie detector test for cheating, but was it Lacy or was it Corey? Watch and find out. She thinks that you're cheating on her, but you think she cheated with an ex, right?
Yes. Yeah, she thinks I'm cheating on her. Well, I cheated on her with one of my...
you work with?
Yeah, one of the old managers at the place that we worked at.
Were you doing the old manager?
No, I wasn't. But she was out of town with my...
Maybe for a little overtime?
She was out of town with my my mom at the time, visiting family and friends and stuff, getting to know them. Well, I didn't... And she came back and everybody, all the servers and everybody was telling her that I had slept with one of the managers there.
And you didn't?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
And stuff was going on for probably about a week, and eventually I got tired of it and both of us ended up quitting. I was hoping it was gonna solve all the problems and stuff with all the rumors and stuff going around. And,
right.
It never did. She kept on accusing me of sleeping.
Why do you
with
think
her.
she cheated with the ex?
Somebody told me that while she was up in St. Joe at a relative's wedding, that she was together with her ex, and it kind of frustrated me a little bit.
You think they had sex?
Yes, I do.
No, you're planning to propose?
Yeah, I actually bought the ring for her. I was going to go pick her up the Friday after her birthday from St. Joe. I spent all my rent money and stuff on an $800 engagement ring. Once I got word that she had cheated on me, I went back to the spot that I was going to propose to her at, and I was sitting up there, and I was thinking about everything. Well, I was pissed off and I was hurt, so I threw the $800 ring and never bothered going to look for it. Are you gonna believe everybody else over the man that you say you love?
Well, I don't know. You were pretty cute and cuddly with the manager while I was there working with you that same day.
Okay, but have you ever seen me with any other female besides you?
I've seen you with other females. Yes, I've seen you with other females in our own house.
I've done nothing but treat you like a man should.
When you went away to the wedding, did you sleep with your ex?
No, I did not.
Tell the truth.
I didn't sleep with him, no.
Did you kiss him?
No.
Did you dance with him?
No.
Come on! Whatever. You didn't dance with him at a wedding?
No, I didn't. I was too focused. It was the same day.
You're too focused on him while you're up there.
No, I was focused on that relative that was getting married.
So this guy goes and buys you an $800 ring, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he thinks that you cheated on him. He's sitting there somewhere, and he gets so pissed off, he throws the ring away. And then he never goes gets it. Is this the guy you want to marry?
I don't know. Just threw it away, so obviously it didn't mean that much.
Lacy came here and we asked her, since March of 2015, March 8th, have you had sexual contact with an ex? She said no. Since March of 2015, have you had sexual intercourse with an ex? She said no. Since being in a relationship, have you had sexual contact with any other male besides Corey? She said no. Since being in a relationship, have you had sexual intercourse with any other male besides Corey? She said no. Is Lacy telling the truth? No. Yes, she is. She's telling the truth. Is Corey telling the truth? Oh, you got one. You got one, yeah. Do you want me to read these or do you want to tell her something?
No, I want you to read them, Steve.
Where's Corey? Did you have sexual contact with the woman Lacy's accusing you of? And you answered no. Did you have sexual intercourse with the woman Lacy's accusing you of? You answered no. Since being in a relationship, have you had sexual contact with any other females besides Lacy? You said no. Since being in a relationship, have you had sexual intercourse with any other female besides Lacy? And you said no. Is he telling the truth? Everybody said no, right? Right? You're changing? This ain't let's make a deal. Unfortunately, Corey did not tell the truth.
That's what I thought, Corey. How do you feel now, huh?
I messed up.
We wouldn't be here if you had...
I messed up. I'm sorry. Look at me, please.
No.
Please.
Stop. No.
The only thing I can promise is that I won't do anything like this in the future. I love you. I want to get married to you. I want to start a family. I want to start fresh, Lacy. I don't want to have this problem ever again. Look at you. You look beautiful. If I have to spend another $800 on another ring, I don't care. As long as I get to be with you.
Will you give the relationship a chance?
I would like to. I mean, I
like
really
to.
do love
Okay.
him, yeah.
And I'm going to give you a piece of advice. He's a 19-year-old kid.
Yeah.
A kid, all right?
Yeah.
He's got a lot of growing up to do. So what I would say is if you're going to pursue the relationship, take it really, really slow. Okay?
Yeah.
Good luck to you. Good luck to you. Kimmo is a talented R&B singer and felt an instant connection with Sania after she was featured in his music video. But now that they're in a committed relationship, she suspects he's not just busy at the studio, but with other women as well. And Kimmo says he's sung about having his heart broken by Sania. Check this out. Kimmo, tell me about your relationship with Sania.
Well, I feel it's a situationship, Steve. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
It's a what?
A situationship.
A situationship.
Yeah, man. It's like don't get me wrong, but Sania, she's a beautiful woman, man. And the moment I met her, I just knew that we can possibly just build potential together. And we was topping it up, and she's telling me she's in school and she's about to be an overall surgeon. I'm like, hold on. So you fine as hell, and you about to be an overall surgeon, bro. Beauty and brains, Lord, you was speaking to me. So I'm like, okay, cool. This is what I'm gonna go ahead and roll with.
You are faithful to her.
I'm faithful when I was with her. The first year we was together, we was strong, man. And after that, she just kept messing up. And I'm like, you know what, bro? It's my time to shine. I ain't dealing
So
with
you
this,
think
man.
she did you wrong first?
Absolutely. I had to break up with her, Steve. Because, I mean, I'm like, what type of girl, you know, has the look, has the beauty, has the mindset, but you literally still doing what you want to do?
She thinks you're together, right?
Yeah, we together.
Okay. You seem very conflicted by this.
Because she's so delusional. Like, we literally been done for like a year, but it's like, every time
When's the last time you had sex with her?
She actually tried to have sex with me last night. I told her no. You stay in your room, I'm gonna stay in mine.
Really?
Absolutely.
You said no.
I said no.
What did she do again?
What did she do?
Yeah.
She literally is problem after problem. She's a liar. She lies about everything. She lies about men. She's delusional.
Do you think she cheated on you?
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Do you know she did?
Steve, I'm on a roll. I'm a singer. I'm literally out of the country. I'm out of different states.
And you're an R&B singer?
Yes, sir.
Like your own stuff, or do you do covers?
I do my own thing. I'm Kimmo the singer.
Oh, there you go. Good for you. Let's meet Sania.
You just gonna sit up here and lie like
Lie
that?
about what? What am I lying about?
Kimmo, you making it seem like it's just me. It's always you.
It's always me.
It's always
I had
you.
to break up with you because you like to be friendly. Look
Okay.
how beautiful you are.
Okay.
Why are you making yourself so easy to other men?
Okay, but you're
You're degrading yourself.
Okay, but you claim that, okay, oh, I'm an artist, I'm this and that, I'm supposed to be friendly with girls, I'm supposed to do this, but it's a lot of artists that have wives and husbands and they don't do the same that you do.
I don't do it. When I'm at my job, I treat my career as my job. Just like how you get up every day and you go to work, this is my job. If you see a girl in my music video, that's business. That doesn't mean I'm sleeping with her after the freaking video. And I always explain that to you every time, but it doesn't work. Like, it doesn't work with you. I'm coming home, you're like, oh.
Did you sleep with her after her video?
Yes, I did, Steve.
I'm just wondering.
And yes, I did because of the simple fact that I seen her potential. And I seen your potential. So I see what type of girl you can be, you know, without the cameras, by yourself. And it's like, I'm at a point now where I feel like if we continue what we got going on, you're just going to get sneakier and sneakier and sneakier because you know I'm busy.
Are you, in your mind, in a relationship with him or a situationship?
It's a situationship.
You feel the same way.
Yeah.
But you love him.
I do.
And you want to be with him.
I do.
Okay. Why did that one time that you say you cheated on him, what happened there?
We kind of was rocky where he stayed at night at his ex house because it was raining.
Cap.
Kimmo, it was raining. Like if it was me, I would have drove in the rain 5 miles per hour just to come back to you. And
She wasn't my ex, she was a friend.
Well, you did what you did with her anyway.
Didn't do anything.
And I thought, okay, he was still going back dealing with her. So I said, okay, I'm just gonna do my own.
And you slept with somebody.
That's what I did.
Yeah.
You slept with someone before this even happened. That's why I broke up with you.
No, I did not.
Why? So I'm breaking up with a person that I don't know?
You just found out later. You went through my phone later.
What do you mean? You forgot. You must forgot when I flew into town and you picked me up. You had so many people calling your phone. So many, and they were all men. And you're trying to flag, oh, they just want to call me because they want me to be a door girl. But the whole time you're throwing your ass in a club. That's not no door girl activity. That's not. And you know how I know that? Because I came and I seen you. I seen you throwing your butt. I seen you dancing. I seen you dancing on other people. That's not a door girl.
Do you see this relationship going a lot further?
The trust is not there, so.
Yeah, with you. You sneaky.
No, with you
You sneaky.
With
You act like you be anybody.
With you too. With you too.
Okay, so my question to you is, you're beautiful. That's pretty obvious. You got brains. You're smart. Why do you allow this?
Be real. What you want to be with me for? Because of the money?
No,
the music?
I'm making
what
my
is it?
own.
The
You
car?
know that.
What is
Making my own
it?
'cause
You
you
don't
know
act
that.
like it though. You don't. Because you
I
come
do.
to my studio session and I'm recording a song, there's no reason why you can't sit there and watch me. You don't need to be in a booth with me. There's no reason why you need to be in a booth with me. I'm not texting anyone. I'm not doing anything that I'm not supposed to do about recording music.
I'm gonna say
Hold
this.
on, Steve. What I'm telling you is you don't need to be on none of that. When I'm in the studio, you need to respect that. That's my job.
That's
I don't
what I
walk
do.
in your job and I don't say,
That's what I
hey,
do.
where's Sania?
That's
I don't
what I
care
do.
what you do. No, you don't.
That's what I do.
You find something to get mad about. When my manager say, hey, Sania, can you step to the side? You'll leave me knowing that I roll with you. Now I look stupid walking. You got people honking at me, not like I don't have a name for myself. That's embarrassing.
If you really loved her, I can't believe the way you're talking to her.
Steve, because she's a front, man.
I'm a front.
Okay. So let me ask you this. I asked him the last time you guys were intimate. You were here last night, you're in a hotel, you're both young, super attractive, and he doesn't want to have sex with you, right?
No pee-pee.
You gonna sit up here and lie?
I'm lying about what? Did you or did you not trying to come on to me last night?
No, you stayed at my house before they came, and we got here, and now we're here.
Ma'am, the hotel room last night. Don't talk about your house.
No, because before we got here,
we're on the show right now. No. You tried to get some pee-pee last night, and I told you no. That's what I told you. I'm lying?
You had sex yesterday, but not here.
We had sex.
Before you came here?
Yes.
Okay.
But did we have sex last night?
Monday night.
We had sex Monday night? Come on, man. You gonna lie like that? I was even at your house Monday night.
Yes, you were.
You're so worried about me talking to this girl, texting to this girl, laying up with this girl, but when I come home to make sure you're ready by 7, let's go to Longhorn, let's go to Miller's, let's go to Ruth Chris, let's spend some money today because I've been gone for so long.
Oh, I love Ruth Chris.
But you rather be upset.
Hey,
you rather be mad.
Like I said,
Other than the one time, have you cheated on him? Other than the one time?
No.
Yes.
Okay.
Liar.
Well, let's find out.
Liar.
We asked Sania, during your committed relationship with Kimmo, other than the one time, did you have physical sexual contact with any other man? She answered no. During the committed relationship with Kimmo, other than the one time, have you had sexual intercourse with any other man? She answered no. Results came back the same to each question. It came back that Sania told the truth.
That doesn't prove anything. I'm faithful.
Okay, we're gonna see.
Listen, and nothing against you, okay, really. But I'm just looking at you, and the way he talks about you, calls you a liar, calls you all kind of things, I can't believe that you would even consider staying in this.
I don't want to.
And
because in all reality, I did like change for you. Like my dad always taught me, if you're gonna keep making the same mistakes, and if it's big, don't do it again. And that's a mistake I did. I messed around on you, and I said I won't do it again. And I admit that.
During your committed relationship with Sania, did you have physical sexual contact with any other woman? He answered no. During your committed relationship with Sania, did you have sexual intercourse with any other woman? He answered no. The results came back the same to each question, and it came back that Kimmo did not tell the truth.
What? All right,
Are you serious?
all right. Don't kill me.
Are you serious?
Don't kill me. Damn, like, it ain't even that. Bro, listen, Sania.
But I'm the cheater. Bye.
Sania. Sania, can you at least listen to me, please?
What do you have to say?
Like, I'm sorry, okay?
Okay.
I don't know what's going on with those results. I don't know if they pulled them out of a bag of
Nothing.
Jolly Ranchers, but that didn't come from me.
Okay.
I don't know. When I was with you, I was faithful. Understand that? After that, I started to doing my own thing because I felt like it wasn't no trust there. It wasn't. Like, I don't know what else do you want me to say. Like, I apologize. I didn't. Come on, Sania. For real?
But you act like you don't even want
Steve,
her.
Hold on, Steve.
You
Because I
act
gotta
like you
deal with
don't
this when I leave
but you
here.
don't
Hold on,
act
Steve.
like you don't even
Let me
want
tell
her.
you
Now
something.
you're
Listen.
explaining to her? I don't get
I
it.
wrote something for you, and I would love for you to hear it. And if you would mind me to just to sing a little bit for you, just a little bit.
What you gotta say, Kimmo?
I know you wanted peace, know that we had both agreed, but baby, I can't seem to get no sleep. I swear that I'm lost without you. I'm lost without you. Swear to Lord that my soul can find you again.
This is a joke. Because he lost without me, but...
I swear that I'm lost without you. Said I'm lost. Said I'm lost. 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 I'm lost without you. Yeah. I'm lost without you. Sania, come on, man.
You can stand up. I don't know. You just wasted your time. You wasted your time.
And I'm just telling you, you should run as fast as you can.
I'm done.
Man, this is cap, man. No, I'm not doing this, man. Sania, I apologize, bro. Them test results is I don't know where they came from. I don't know how they happened. I don't even know how it happened, man.
Let's say what he just said is true. Like, these tests are blah, blah, blah. I'm telling you, just like I would tell my daughter, if any man would talk to you like that, you need to run as fast as you can and get out of this relationship.
And I will, Steve. Thank you.
Good
Nice
luck to you. Kimmo, good luck to you, bro.
Appreciate it.